another great team win. Just so many people to really be grateful for in the way they contributed tonight. Obviously, the kickoff return, the whole unit, it was an unbelievable return that really made a difference in the game. I think they might have drawn that one up at halftime, so halftime was pretty productive. And, our defense holding them in the red zone to field goals had a huge impact on the game. Their ability to get off the field on third down, they really kept us in it. And then, we had a lot of long drives and sustained drives and, found a way to get more explosive today, which I think was important, to get more explosive plays. It was a bit of a challenge throughout the game to be aware of how much they were trying to, really take Justin out of the game, and then how much they were still going to give us opportunities to get in the football. I thought our coaches and Kevin did a great job with the plan all week, but then executing the plan or calling the game, to give us a great chance to have success. And then I just heard David Blau make the comment. He said, that's probably the loudest stadium I've ever been in my career, which is saying something. And so, it was just a great atmosphere tonight, and the way that our fans bring it and make it challenging for the opponent. I never take that for granted, because it's not every team in the league gets to have a fan base like ours. So really grateful to be able to play in a place like we have and with a crowd like we have. So big win, and we got to use this long weekend to our advantage and try to keep building from here. But take any questions you have.
Kirk, the touchdown to Adam. Adam said in the locker room, and Coach O'Connell just talked about it, trying to get to that look throughout the night. What made that the moment to come back to it there?
Yeah, we called that play like several times, and we just didn't get the look we wanted, so I kept checking to something else. And he called it again, and we got the look. And, he even said to me in the headset, because we got to the line before the headset cuts out, and I already knew we got the look, but he just says it, "You got the look." And so I should have gotten him faster. I was trying to make sure they truly went with Justin, and they did, and so Adam got through there, and just a phenomenal catch by him. I thought that the way he's able to catch that football, keep his feet in bounds, it just says a lot about his ability. One of the things he does really well is his body control, and his just overall athleticism, and he showed it there. Great play by him.
What did you see from their defense on what they were trying to do with Justin?
Yeah.
Did it mix up, or was it mostly and just a lot of attention? Or?
Yeah, what they do well is it is a mix-up. It is a mix-up. What they're not going to do is make you feel like you got to beat on them. So they did a great job of just constantly changing it, or at least changing the pre-snap feel. And you really had to make a lot of post-snap decisions, which can be difficult.
It wasn't necessarily doubled all the time. It just they just did different things, or?
Well, there's a lot of different doubles. So the long third down that he caught was a double, but it was an east-west double, and he had a north-south route. So you have the ability to kind of still go past the double team. And then there were times where the safety just left the post to double him.
East-west, you're talking about the ones right before Adams' touchdown?
No. It was I think it was either third quarter or first half. It all runs together, but it was like a 3rd and 5 after they jumped off sides, and we converted. I think that was the end of the second quarter. I think it was second quarter was winding down, but there were a couple others where the safety just left the post and went to his side to kind of help and double, and then there were others where he is singled up. So you just have to kind of read him out, and other times where they pass him off to the helper and then fall off into coverage. So they did a good job mixing it up.
Is that kind of the mark of a truly great player, is even when the defense is trying to take him away or doubling him, that he still is able to come through with plays, big plays like that, like he did? Or?
Yes, I do think that at some point, if they truly want to take him away play after play after play, he can be a great player. He's still not going to get the ball. I think it was the mark also of great coaching or scheming to still find opportunities for him in spite of that. So it was kind of a combination. But, yes, like when he's doubled and we throw him the ball and he still makes the play, obviously that's a great player. And there were a couple of times where, the ball's in the air, he is, in the right position with who's defending him, but there's another player on his way. And his ability to not hear footsteps, not alligator arm it, but bring it in and get popped, that's one of his many traits that, when that ball goes up in the air, it's his ball, and he's not going to allow somebody coming and to affect that.
Going off that, Justin told me in the locker room that he's been advocating for more of those 50-50 balls. How has that relationship kind of evolved, and why are you giving it to him a little bit more?
Well, I think that, he's put on tape time and again that, he's earned those opportunities. So the eye in the sky don't lie, we say, and when he puts that stuff on tape, then, it earns the right to keep getting the ball.
Kirk, there's another late game comeback. What maybe is it about this team where back against the wall, adversity, you guys kind of play your best football?
Yeah, I'd love to put games away earlier, but this was a good football team we played tonight, and they made it hard for us. And what I think has been unique about our journey this season has just been the team factor that we needed. We needed a kickoff return tonight. We've needed interceptions or fumble recoveries, pass rush, run game, pass game. There's just been a lot of contributions, and for us to win, it would seem that we really do need the whole team to contribute. And so that's what I think has been a unique theme to this year is we win as a team and really lean on all three phases.
Does anything feel different for you in just your individual game, making all these plays late in games when the team needs you to?
Well, it's funny because we're winning, and so I feel like talking to you guys has been a lot easier this year. But I'm not playing any better. If anything, I'm coming to these press conferences trying to smile and having to work to smile because I'm thinking to myself, man, I got to play better. So, it's I appreciate winning because it does make this a little easier. But, yeah, there's a lot in the game where you're always saying, I got to be better. So, but kickoff returns help. Big-time pass rush helps. Pinning them back field position-wise helps. So there's a lot of things that I'm not really involved in that are helping us win. And I'm optimistic that the longer I'm in this system, we're in this system, it's only going to get cleaner. It's only going to get better. But as I said in August, we don't have time. And thankfully, we've been finding a way to win in spite of it being year one in this system. But there have been moments where you feel like, man, I got to be better here on offense for us to go where we want to go. And I think that's where you still feel like, you're developing.
You look at this. You did have the one interception, but you look at this game and think that you should have been better.
Yeah, if you look at the pass to KJ in the flat that I left a little short, threw too quickly, I tried to put touch on it. I just need to stick my back foot in the ground and rifle that thing to him and not, way too close for comfort. The third down to Justin in the first quarter, it all runs together. But the one I left inside, could have been intercepted. This is the way I am, man. I'm kind of hard on myself, so I go back there and just think about all the plays I need to be better.
Are you the type of person? Will you ever allow yourself?
No.
It's supposed to be tonight?
I don't know. I probably drive myself crazy, my family crazy, being this way. But it's just the way I'm wired, and I'm an improver. I'm kind of obsessed with improvement, and so even when things are good, my mind goes to how can they be better, and you kind of torture yourself that way. But I much enjoy talking to you guys and thinking about how we can be better after a win than after a loss.
How about this, Kirk? Do you feel like the confidence that the guys have in you is complete in terms of the look they give you in the huddle when you need it?
Kevin has empowered me so much. This team has empowered me so much. The guys have just been tremendous. I can't say enough about the way that they have had my back after these interceptions, support me all week long, support me pregame in the locker room. Adam came over to me before we kicked off in the locker room and just pulled me aside and shared an encouraging word. So it at times almost brings me to tears the way these guys support me and have my back. And it really adds to the fun of playing and working together.
Kirk, what do you appreciate most about TJ? He got his first set
Yeah.
you guys, but he comes through on third downs for you.
Yes. He's done a great job, and there's a lot we're throwing at him. But he's been an asset for our team, and if we're going to continue to play well and win down the way, that acquisition or his contribution will have been a major factor.
Kirk, I know it's a home game, so no flight home, but so getting the game changed, have you talked about that?
I'm glad you brought that up because the young kid in the stands who was shirtless. I mean, that was just tremendous. I'm gonna have to hire him as a team mascot. So that was awesome. I mean, we had a TV timeout, and the guys in the huddle are just loving it. They just were laughing so hard. So we got to come up with a name for him. Maybe get him some tickets and bring him back. But yeah, they asked me after the game, where do you go from here? And I said, I really got to call my dentist back in Holland, Michigan, and ask for some custom grills. That's probably where you take it from here. But it's been fun. When you win, you get to do things like that. When you lose, you don't. You know, there were no jewelry being worn Sunday night after the Dallas game. So it's been fun, and hopefully we can keep this thing rolling. All right, thank you.